Okay, now we're going to go into how to animate this fire so it kind of follows his hand, and then how to have it kind of transition so it appears. Okay, to start off with, I'm going to click on the footage of this small fire here. If I just zoom in, okay, so smallfire.movie from footage crate. I'm going to animate this around. So I click here, I go to effect controls, and I go to motion. Now I move the timeline here to right where the fire comes in, wherever it's going to start. Okay, so it's going to start just like that. That's the starting position. Now I'm going to click on position and scale, and when the hand moves, I click on motion to bring out the boxes, and I move the fire so the hand stays with it. Go forward a little bit, move the fire so it stays on the hand. I'm going to continue to repeat this process of moving and going forward in time until I really want the fire to go away. So up like this, a little bit more like this. As he kind of flails his hands around, I'm going to try and follow him as best as I can, just moving a little bit at a time. Following those hands until the video clip is over. This is a process we call rotoscoping, where you're following a video, you're animating something along with the video. Okay, so now if we watch that, so the fire kind of stays with his hand and then goes out. Okay, now I'm going to do another fun thing. I'm actually going to stop the video right there, and instead of having it just go out, I'm going to have kind of this smoky, this dust puff here. I'm going to select a little bit of that, and I'm going to put that on this open space above video track 3, and click on that, go to effect controls, go to motion, and I'm just going to have it go over the top there so that there's kind of a little dust puff as he kind of puts the fire out of his hand. Now all of these footages that I'm using here, they're what are called pre-keyed footage. So I'm going to use some of this as well. Kind of put that up here. Put that above there. Click on effect controls. Go to opacity, change the mode from normal to screen. Click on motion, put it over the hand where I want the hand to kind of, I don't know that we need a shockwave necessarily, but it's kind of adds something to it. But this is pre-keyed footage, which means I don't have to cut out a color blue or black or something to make the footage. Basically, it makes it a lot easier. Last couple of steps I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn the audio off on firehands and import some other audio that I want to use. So I'm going to go to downloads. These are just kind of music tracks that I have. Go ahead and find one on freesound.org or bensound. So bensound, bensound.com. This has a bunch of stuff for free. You can just download it right there. Just click on the download here. It's free of charge, or you can go to freesound.org, where the login is Tartan Art for the username and Tartan for the password. The last place that you can get pretty good music for your movies is youtube.com/audio library/music. Okay. Now, if you just Google YouTube and audio library, it'll probably come up. Okay. But then you'll have all of these great things that are free to download and free to use in your movies. Really good music sources. You can also even find sound effect noises if you want, like explosions. But I would say that the freesound.org sound effects are much better. Okay, so there's some sound effects sites that you can do, and then you have your video. Make sure you have a title at the beginning of it. So we're going to go to New Thing, make a title, click on a text style, type in firehands or something like that. Use the cursor to move the title where you want it. Close the window, drag it onto an open video track or an empty video track area, and here we have firehands. Okay, piece of cake. So then you export that as an MP4 file, turn it into the Google Classroom site, and that is how you do firehands inside of Premiere.